Welcome back to Sunny Side Up. Faith joins me again. Faith, how you feeling today?
Good. Tired.
So
Good.
not well rested.
I don't know, because I feel like I slept good last night, and I slept really hard. I found out last night that if I sleep with a pillow on me, I sleep a little bit better.
On you?
Yeah.
Like someone, like as if someone has a pillow on top of you and they're trying to suffocate you, like that?
No, just on my torso. Like my extra pillow, I tried to fling off in the middle of the night, but I ended up just setting it on me, and I just fell back asleep, and I was like, wait, this is actually kind of nice. So then I just kept it on me the entire night.
Okay.
Weird little thing.
I asked this because I was wondering this earlier for myself. When was the last time that you noticeably felt well rested?
Well, to be fair, I've been sick all week.
Mm-hmm.
So, none this week. I feel like I felt that recently. But I can't remember when. But I feel like recently, I've had a day where I woke up and I was like, you know what, I feel good. But it was like a weekend or something.
Okay, well, I haven't noticeably felt well rested since the summer before my last year of high school. So that's where I was going with this.
Oh my God.
And that was only, not even the summer, because I'm talking like that 2 weeks before school starts up where your parent comes in and says, listen, you've got school soon, you need to get back on schedule. And so they make you go to bed, they make you turn off all the electronics and go to sleep. I'm sure your parents were like that. Made you get on a schedule before school started? No? I am shocked.
My mom kind of, in high school, how did you do that?
I mean, it was pretty late, but, she was like, don't stay up till midnight. I'm sure it was like maybe 10, 11 that mom was like, okay, you should start, trying to help regulate you because...
I don't think Mom ever did that. She kind of just said, you go to bed when you want to go to bed, and if you don't wake up in the morning, that's your own fault. Dad and I are going to take you to school. And if you're late... once we started driving, Mom was kind of like, if you're late, you're late. Plus, I'm a person that, I cannot be late to things. I have so much anxiety about being late that I won't be late. I showed up to school 15, 20 minutes early.
They don't care about you enough to do that. Just so you know.
Oh, I don't know. I knew, when I needed to go to bed to, wake up in the morning. I knew not to stay up till 1 a.m.
Okay.
I don't know. Most of the time I went to bed before my mom. I went to my room before my mom. I don't know. I don't remember my mom ever doing the, school's gonna be back in session, you need to, start going to bed at have a bedtime again. I've been a self-proclaimed grandma since high school. I have always...
You are so boring.
I've always had my own bedtime. I haven't ever felt the need to, stay up late. I don't know.
Well, fun fact. The longest wish I've ever held on to was the wish that sleep wasn't necessary. Because
I heavily disagree. I love my sleep.
If I could take a magic pill to never have to sleep, I would pay anything to take that goddamn pill.
No, I like my sleep too much. Literally, all growing up, my family called me Sleeping Beauty for how much I would sleep. I slept till 10 or 11 every summer. I would always sleep in.
As a kid, it was like, oh, if I go to sleep, I'm going to miss out on something. And so I had anxiety about missing out on things. I had anxiety about FOMO before FOMO was a thing because I didn't want to miss out on anything. And then as an adult, it's like, I fucking hate the corporate structure. I hate working 8 to 5. I have maybe 2 hours to myself, and in those 2 hours, that time's not even fully just mine. So I'm going to punish myself by staying up late so that I can at least have a few modicum moments of peace to myself before I have to do it all over again the next day. And so I've hated the idea of sleep my entire life.
Weird. I've been the exact opposite. I have not given a fuck about FOMO. I could not care less what other people are doing as long as I'm happy. If other people are out partying, good for you. I'm going to lay in bed and watch my show.
I'm like
no,
12 years old.
High school? Kid? I don't care. You're out doing things. I'm perfectly happy laying in my bed watching my show and going to bed at 10 p.m.
Yeah, we're also talking about FOMO of very different experiences here. I'm not talking about parties. I'm not talking about friends. I'm just talking about like literally like news. News was enough to give me a FOMO. I did not want to go to sleep because I was like, I want to know what's going on.
That's crazy. I will say, you've mentioned this to me before too. You care so much about other people and what's going on in other people's lives, and I don't understand how your brain hasn't exploded.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It is really freeing not caring.
Oh my god.
not like they don't care about people, just like
it's that you don't care about people.
I'm not like you like genuinely just care about what everybody is doing. Like you care about what like even if you like the neighbor, you probably care about what the neighbor's doing. And like
maybe
I don't know,
like to an extent.
You're just like you just care about what everybody's doing. And like I just don't. Like I don't know.
Gender roles swapped, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. But
okay. Anyways, this whole
crazy.
thing was a setup for me to joke, but also not joke, in that I am serious. I think the last time I genuinely felt well rested in my life would have been like when my mom was making me go to bed.
I make you go to bed now.
Yeah, it's driving me fucking crazy. Like, ready for bed? Let's go to bed. Like,
okay, to be fair, every time I say you don't have to come with me, you can stay up if you want.
Oh,
but I'm
that's
going to
such
bed.
bullshit.
Yes, I do. I say at 10:30.
No. But it's bullshit that you say that then I wouldn't have to go to bed. Obviously, if you're going to bed, I have to go to bed.
No.
Yeah, listen, I grew up in a time where every media outlet portrayed the husband that stays up after the wife goes to bed as a shitty romantic partner. Every single movie that dealt with that kind of situation, the guy was a shitty romantic partner because he wasn't going to bed with her and he was staying up to play video games or whatever, and she was laying alone in bed, going to sleep by herself, and she was always so sad. I cannot tell you how many movies and TV shows and books and everything that I have experienced that showed that. So yes, when you go to bed, it's like, okay, I have to go to bed, otherwise I'm a shitty partner.
Here's the thing. First of all, I don't care about going to bed alone. You think I'm laying in there sad that I'm going to bed? I don't care.
Literally daily talk about wanting to crawl into my skin because you just want to be with me. So, yeah.
God forbid I love my husband.
Those are two contradictory statements.
Here's the thing. Would I like to like go to bed with you? Yeah, but I also understand that you do also have very limited time after you get off work, and you need time to decompress, and you don't have a lot of time, especially without me.
There's next to no time alone for me. Ever.
Exactly. So if me going to bed by 10:30 and you wanting to stay up even a half an hour after me just to get even a little bit of alone time, I'm perfectly fine with that. If you need that time, I'd rather you take that time. Like, if that's the time you need for yourself. Shut up.
Okay. Well, here's another thing that actually popped up recently that I want to talk about. More relationship stuff, kind of. Dinners. Now, when we make dinner, we are pretty half and half. Sometimes we have just the entree, and sometimes we have the entree and sides, or an appetizer.
Or sometimes we have an entree and an entree.
Yeah, like last night we had we had a chicken sandwich, and we had help me with
ravioli Alfredo.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay,
we couldn't decide which one we wanted.
But my question here is, if it was up to just you, would you be making for dinner? Would you make just an entree, or would you be making an entree and sides?
I don't think you're gonna like my answer.
Just get it out.
Because I don't think you're gonna like the way I ate before I met you.
Okay, but what would you do now as a grown ass adult?
I don't know. I don't know how my eating habits would have changed if I wouldn't have met you. Like, genuinely. Because of you, I got on, like, a 3-meal a day. Because before, I lived with Rachel, obviously, and we just snacked. Like, we did dinner and maybe, like, leftovers for lunch, but a majority of the time,
dinner?
we were snacking. It was, like, a lot of pasta and a lot of dairy. That was, like, our main thing. We did eat a lot of, like, chicken.
I don't think you're picking up what I'm putting down on the question, though.
It was mainly just one entree.
Okay. Because, like, when I'm single, my dinners are
When?
like... Yeah, like...
When I am?
In my life, when I have been single...
Have been. There you go.
Go. Just leave the podcast. I'll finish this up by myself. Give me your notes and I can do this. I can play both parts. Anyways, when I have been single, my dinners are like a single entree. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a hamburger tonight. Great. I'm gonna eat just a hamburger. I'm not gonna. I would have never made fries. I would have never made any side to go with it. I'm eating Alfredo pasta tonight. That's it. I probably wouldn't even make myself fucking bread. I would just eat the pasta Alfredo.
Okay, I take that back now. I think Rachel and I did do a lot of sides. Because like you said that, if we did hamburgers, we would do fries. If we did pasta, we might have got like a salad. Or like we probably would have bought bread. So never mind.
So
we definitely did
what a side is.
No, as soon as you started like listing off ideas, it was... As soon as you started listing off ideas, I was like, okay, never mind. Because I think I'm the reason you do sides now.
Yes, and that's the point. That's what I'm actually trying to get to.
Okay.
In that, because I delineated when I'm single versus when I've been in a relationship, every single person I've ever been with has been a entree and side person. Every single time. And I've never understood it. I think when I grew up, it was probably 50-50. But, like, growing up, we were very stingy kids. Like, it was... Could you imagine me as a meat and potato only kind of kid?
No.
Oh, yeah.
When your mom talks about that, it, like, genuinely baffles me that you, like, did not have an extended palate like you do now.
Yeah, when I was 18, the first time I ever actually ate a noodle dish. And now I couldn't imagine life without noodles. Of every variety across the world. Like literally there's like only one food item I can think of that I just won't eat.
What is it?
Kalamata olives.
Oh, right. The green olives.
I just think they're gross. I don't know why. I just cannot get them down. Anyways, so what I've been getting at is I've been seeing some online debate about whether, about people going into relationships and having been an entree and the other person being an entree and side only person. I was just curious because it's not like we ran in the same social circle. We coincidentally met one night and then we were dating within like a day.
I mean, that's not entirely accurate, but
it's
for sure.
pretty accurate. What do you call hanging out 4 or 5 times a week within the first week of knowing each other?
A friendship.
Oh, please. I think your dad's speech at the wedding made it clear it
Shut
wasn't
up.
there for a friendship.
Continue.
Anyways, I just wanted to bring this up because I was interested in your eating habits before me.
Oh, yeah, they weren't good.
And now today I'm like, because this thing is also, literally, I want you to know that this is the only relationship in which it's never devolved into an argument about food.
That's a good thing we're married then.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that are different. That's why I married you. First of all, never mind. I'm not going to go down that. First of all, yeah, like I think in every single relationship I've ever been in, I have fought with my ex about the grocery bill because they have been every single one has been such a big side person. So it's never, and like me, I've always been up until like maybe a year and a half before I met you was a pretty much exclusively entree only person. And then about a year and a half before I started dating you, that's when I like really dived into cooking and started doing all these sides and stuff just because I wanted to make new stuff. But anyways, I was just curious what you were.
Yeah, I think definitely a side, but that's because Rachel and I don't know, we like our sides. But that's also because we were only cooking like one meal a day, so we were like, might as well do like the main, and then have some sides to go with it, because then the rest of the day we were just snacking.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we get to dinner and we'd be like, hey, entree and sides. That was our like routine, basically.
Okay.
And even in the dorms, it was a lot harder because there was a lot of microwavable. That was a really dark time. We were not eating very good.
Okay.
We lived off of a lot of ravioli and frozen burritos.
That's nice. You're welcome, by the way. And I'm going to say you're welcome, Nicole Faith's mom. You're welcome. Okay, moving on. There are certain things in life that happen in movies that I don't think that also happen in real life, but I feel like people are never there to actually see them happen. For instance, a tree falling in the woods by itself. What human has ever stood there and happened to see that happen, right? It's a rare event. Or how about a street light going out? You see street lights out, and you see street lights sometimes blinking, but when do you see it permanently go out by itself, you know? Mm-hmm. Pretty rare. Except one time I did see that. I was leaving Moscow last year. I can't remember. I think I was driving down here for something, and I saw it blink, 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 and then it just was out. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And then I started trying to keep a list of things that I feel like only don't really happen with people around, but that I have seen. And I realized there's nothing on that list other than that light. Until this one, most people are going to say it's a weird one on the list. Until this week, when I saw a car wreck. Oh, and I was like,
okay, I've never... First of all, let's back up, because I would like to tell this story. I have been sick all week. All week. Couldn't even keep water down for the past, for 3 days. My mom wanted me to go to urgent care. So I texted Michael and I said, hey, Mom wants me to go to urgent care. Can you take me when you get home from work? And you left 10 minutes early from work or something to come do this. And you said, yeah, I'm on my way. And I said, okay. I was watching you on Life 360, watching you down the road. And I saw you stop. And I was like, what are you doing? It looked like you pulled over. And I was like, what is he doing? Okay, weird. So I was like, whatever, he'll be here. And then it took you a little bit longer to get here. And I was like, this is really weird. You didn't text me saying, oh, I had to make a quick stop. It was really, really weird. And then I got in the car and you casually was just like, oh, yeah, I, full on saw a wreck and I had to call 911. And I was like, okay, yeah, what a normal thing to say to me right now.
Well, you ruined the punchline of my story, damn it.
Sorry, but what you just casually said, oh yeah, this happened. No, it was a really weird thing that happened.
I almost didn't say anything to you at all because I knew that you would make it out to be a bigger deal than what it was.
What a weird thing. For you to just casually be like, oh yeah, I saw, and it wasn't a fender bender. You saw a
both
wreck
cars are totaled.
That you were behind. Why would your wife not be like, what the...
Because I wasn't involved. It wasn't...
I don't care. You were, behind there. You were almost... Whatever. Moving on. Go on.
So anyways, the second thing that I've seen in my life, which I feel like you always see the aftermath of it, how often do you see the actual accident itself? I feel like it's extremely rare.
Or are the person that calls 911...
Yeah. So, anyways, I saw this car wreck. I was I was one car behind him, and so what happened was there was a car on my left and a semi in front of me without a load. The semi turned right. There was a car that turned right into a parking lot, and there was a car trying to turn left out of that parking lot. Well, it didn't see the car beside the semi truck, so it just kind of gunned it, and then they hit corners like that. And my immediate process was whoa, that's the first time in my life. I was like, oh shit, I hope they're okay. And so I pulled over, and me and the car behind me got out and ran and checked on everyone, and they were fine. Both cars were fine. There was the woman who was the one that got hit was just in shock,
I think if that happened to me, I would be sitting, I would just start crying.
Oh, she was crying.
Okay, yeah. I would start crying.
Yeah. And this was the first time I've ever intentionally called 911.
Yeah. Intentionally?
Yeah.
I didn't like that choice of words.
I have unintentionally called 911 twice in my life.
Like butt dials?
One was a butt dial. The other one, I was in a hotel, and I was a kid. We were traveling to California, and you could dial out by pressing 9. That's what I was told. So I pressed
Your
9.
Poor mother.
And then I tried calling a phone number, and just because I was dinking around, and all of a sudden it went 911. I was like, click, and hung up. And of course it's a hotel, so they're like, oh my god, what's happening at this, roadside fucking hotel? So then they call the hotel back. The hotel routes it to our room, and mom's like, oh, it was an accident. And then she looks at us, and I'm like, oop. That was me.
Your poor mother.
And then the other time was I had this phone in junior high. I don't remember which one it was. It was either the side flip or the front flip, or it was like the first or it was like one of the first yes.
The side flip or the front flip? Holy crap.
Yeah, the side flip where you turn
my
it.
mom had one of those.
Yeah, those things. God, I wish those would come back. I would take one of those so fast. Or it was like one of the first touchscreen ones. I can't fully remember, but anyways, I had this real problem where I would just butt dial 911 constantly, and then it happened in class, and I heard 911, for coming from my back pocket, and I'm like, oh no, what do I do? So I just interrupted the teacher saying, oh my god, I accidentally called 911, I have to step out of the class. And he's like, okay, clearly saying, I don't give a fuck, walk out of my class, don't interrupt me. But I was like, I didn't know what to do in the situation, I was panicking. So those are the 2 times I've accidentally called 911.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, this was the first time I ever intentionally called 911, and I felt so good. I only stumbled my words once. And I was just like straight to the movies. I was like, this happened at this address. Everyone appears to be fine. You will need a tow truck. Traffic blocked. I was like, man, I watched enough movies. I was given straight, cold facts.
I would not have been able to do that.
Yeah. So, yeah. I have another popcorn story.
Hold on. In fact, I think I would have called you first before I would have called 911 to ask what I should do.
I actually thought, I was like, man, Faith would definitely call me before she called 911.
Oh, I would have. I would have called you and been like, what do
So
I do?
it would have been your fault that people would die because you had to talk to your husband before you talked to authorities. Unbelievable. Okay, so I have another popcorn story.
Okay.
This time, I was meandering through the building, and then I realized, oh, it should be about popcorn time. So I went to the break room, and the woman who normally does the popcorn, she's getting ready to move out into the wilderness, basically. So she's teaching one of the young girls in the office, young women, how to do the popcorn. And so I'm sitting...
what a rite of passage.
So I am sitting there, and I'm like, nice, they're making popcorn. And I'm sitting there, twiddling with my phone.
Are you sitting in the same room waiting for the popcorn to be popped? Yeah. You're ridiculous.
I'm sitting in the same room watching them pop the popcorn, and I'm like, do 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 do. And the woman actually, who's learning how to do the popcorn, she recognized me, and she's like, "Wait, you're Michael, right?" I was like, "Yes, I am." And she's like, "We gotta play ping pong." And I was like, "Oh yeah, are we up this week?" So anyway, she's in the tournament, and we were supposed to play this week.
Yeah.
Quick update on my ping pong tournament. I did not participate in my matches this week. One of them, the woman, she ended up having to postpone until next week, and I'm not really sure the rules allow that, but we'll see. And the other one, the guy was out on vacation, so couldn't participate.
Wow.
So
Excuses.
I don't know what's going to happen to me in the league because of that, but we'll see. Anyways, back to the story.
Problems.
So anyways, I'm sitting there, kicking my feet, waiting for my popcorn, and suddenly I just get hit. So we all know how I feel about deja vu, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's the worst, feeling, emotion, whatever you want to call it. It's the worst.
I think it's fun.
It's the worst, like, physiological experience there is aside from getting murdered. I honestly think so. So, I'm sitting there kicking my feet, waiting for the popcorn. She's getting taught how to make the popcorn, and the popcorn starts popping, and all of a sudden I get hit with the most incredible wave of like a brick fucking wall of deja vu. And I'm like, ew! Oh God! And I'm literally, it takes every ounce of my body to not get up and run out of that room just to get away from the experience of the deja vu.
I think deja vu's fun.
It's not. It's just, definitively, it's not fun. No. I hate it. It is the worst thing ever. So anyways, it takes all of my courage, whatever, to not get up and run from the room. I've already been waiting there for 20 minutes for this fucking popcorn. If I leave now, it's weird.
So okay, first of all, waiting there for 20 minutes is weird in the middle of a work day. You just went there and sat.
Faith, I walk into the break room at 3 o'clock and people are drinking from the keg.
I just think it's so funny that, like, to not do your job, you just go and sit there for 20 minutes and wait for popcorn to be popped.
Listen, I wasn't going to miss out on popcorn this time, okay?
Okay.
And I kept thinking, oh, it'll be one more minute. It'll be one more minute. One more minute. And then 21 more minutes later, here we are hitting deja vu. And I got to tell you, the deja vu killed the mood for the popcorn. I did not want to eat the popcorn, but I was already committed to this point. So they left, and I filled up one of the big bags of popcorn, and I went and sat at my desk, and I looked at that popcorn for a while before I ate it. So I got my popcorn this week, but the experience was ruined.
Oh my God.
I didn't enjoy it this time.
You're so ridiculous.
Okay, so you had another topic, and you wanted to. To give some context, we are in the early stages of
early stages,
like the very first stage of buying a house, and that is figuring out what we do and don't want, like what's a deal breaker, and like what are things that are nice but not optional, basically.
Yeah. We also realized that we don't have a lot of money and houses are expensive, and we can't be too picky.
I mean, we didn't realize that. I knew it, and I just made you realize. Yeah. I think. But we have a price point in mind, and we're going to meet with a lender soon. Anyways, from these conversations, you had an idea. If you want to talk about like 5 outrageous things that you and I would want out of a house. Totally unrealistic.
I will say, mine turned into like outrageous to slowly like things that I wouldn't want to deal with.
Okay.
But it'll make sense as we go. I'll explain.
Let's go one back to back.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first one, obviously, is a full-on sound-absorbing recording studio.
Oh,
I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not really sure what else I need to say here.
No.
I mean, I've been kind of drawing up plans to how to build one in the garage, like a mobile one.
Yeah.
And I plan on, like when we move next year, like I'm going to build one wherever, whether it's a shed or a garage, whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is a must-have. I don't love the audio quality that I get now, but it's improving since we moved in.
But you won't, like, you're talking about, I like the one I built you in my Sims game, in our house that we live in my Sims game.
Yeah, like the one you built me in your Sims game. Okay, what is your first one?
This shouldn't surprise literally anybody. Belle's library.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
you meant really unrealistic.
No, not like specifically that, like in a castle. Just like wall or ceiling to floor bookcases, like so tall that you need a ladder that like rolls along.
So you just want a library?
Yeah. With like a really comfy reading nook, and like that has like a mini fridge and like a little thing where you can keep snacks and drinks, but like ceiling to floor bookcases with like a ladder that rolls around with like really big windows. And yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
A library. That's
if we didn't have kids, we could build a library.
Trust me, I've thought about a lot about what we could do with the spare rooms.
Okay, my second one is, this should also come as no surprise. But have you seen on TikTok when people convert like a room in their basement to basically a fantasy tavern?
No.
What?
Oh, I think you've shown me one guy, but like I
Yeah,
haven't
like
seen
they
a
put
lot
up
of...
like a fake wall and
Okay, I haven't seen it to that
and
extent.
like they paint the walls or put up wallpaper to make it look like brick. They make like a tavern, like a bar table.
No, but that would be cool.
And they like, yeah, the room is also decorated with like fantasy items or whatever. Oh my god, there's so many of these I have to show you. But that's what I would want in my basement, is a full on fantasy tavern for the purpose of D&D. So I just wanted a
No,
cool ass
that would be so cool.
D&D room already built. I don't want to put in the work. Just give it to me. Yeah. Obviously, the perfect table go in the middle with it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I keep seeing videos on TikTok about people showing off their like perfect table D&D tables.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're so nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got?
My second one is, this is where it starts to get more of just things I don't want to deal with. Those like water features outside that are like the waterfalls that go into the pool that are like super nice. They're like super cool.
I've seen them in person, yeah.
Yeah, they look super cool, look super pretty. Love the look of them. However, they seem like a nightmare to keep track, like to keep clean and like to keep maintenance.
Because they have filters.
Yeah, but then something gets like stuck. They just seem like they would be more time consuming and more like maintenance and money draining than
is
like,
this something you don't want or you...
No, I do. I would love one if we had the money to hire somebody to like maintenance it when we needed.
Sure.
That's kind of what I mean. Because I love them. Like to have a pool with like a waterfall feature that goes into it. My dad used to watch this show that was like these two guys like built pools in people's backyards. You know, like one of those reality TV shows. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. There is one that I distinctly remember where they built that waterfall, but they built like a slide that came out of it.
Yeah.
And you'd like go through the waterfall under
Rich
the slide.
people shit.
Exactly. I thought that was so cool, and I love them, and I love the look of them, and like the waterfall, just like water features, but they just seem like so much to actually be able to take care of. Anyways, that's my second one. I'm starting to realize that our lists are going to be very, very different.
We'll see. This next one is kind of boring,
Okay.
but I just really want a massive walk-in closet, like the size of a room.
Huh. I wouldn't have thought that would be on your list.
I just feel like clothes take up too much room.
I mean, we do have 2 closets full of clothes currently.
Yeah. So like having a walk-in closet so I can because also my problem is that if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. I am one of those basic ass bitches where I have to be able to see something for me to remember or even acknowledge or know whatever word you want to use for it to exist.
Yeah, and there's like just not room to like hang up all your t-shirts and like all that.
I can't do that shit. And so if I had a giant walk-in closet,
Trust me,
I could display all my underwear just right there, display all my good socks. That'd be nice, like also the amount of hats I have, like I would say half the reason that I end up picking a hat and using that hat exclusively for 6 months at a time is because I forget the others exist and I don't see them. So I don't think about switching it up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would be wearing different hats at different times.
Well, especially right now because your bin of hats is out in the garage.
Yeah.
But
because there's no room here to put them up anywhere or even to display a couple, not without putting in another thing that takes up more wall space or more of my space, and then it feels more claustrophobic. So a walk-in closet is a dream.
You're not one that likes to like have clutter.
God, no.
I love clutter.
Literally my fucking nightmare.
I love clutter. Love a good clutter. Got that from my mom. I love when things like just little trinkets everywhere, wall things all over the wall. Love clutter, but you are the exact opposite.
Nicole and I have beef. We've got issues. Between your choring, your cluttering, and your general sense of putting literally everything off. Nicole and I have beef.
You still married me.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Shut up.
Oh, what's your next one?
My next one? Okay. So, a little backstory for these next ones, I think. These are so boring compared to yours. Oh my god. Okay. My Pinterest board, I have a Pinterest board that's called just like Future.
Of course
and
you do.
It's, obviously.
Uh-huh.
I'm a girl born in the 2000s. What do you want from me?
Move on.
But I have a Pinterest board called Future, and it's basically just like my like vision board for us of like
Out.
what?
My Pinterest board titled Future, very different vibe.
Probably.
It's more like futuristic gadgets and
Yeah.
cool
Mine's
like
real.
solar punk stuff.
Mine's realistic. It's like it's just like a lot of pictures that I would like want like our future life to look like.
Sure.
Like whether it be like kid related, house related, like whatever. One of the things that I keep pinning is French style doors and windows. I love.
I thought this list was supposed to be unrealistic.
This is unrealistic because this is, I'll get to the point of why, that you'll never let me have these. French doors and windows just open up. Like, it's just supposed to open, the open concept. Like, over window seats, you just open it up. Over, like, sinks, just open it up. However, there are no screens. So you open it up and you're just outside. That means our house would be filled with bugs. And you would murder me if I was the reason our house was filled with bugs.
I think we took a different definition of the word unrealistic.
That's what I said at the beginning. After I heard your list, I was like, well, we did different routes with this. But you know what I mean? Like, you would never let me have doors and windows that openly allowed bugs to come into our house.
Well, like, if you had done that to me in Moscow, would have been fine. But we live next to a nasty-ass runoff canal thing, and it just breeds bugs like none other. Like, this is the worst I've ever had in terms of dealing with bugs in my life. So here, it's a problem. The next house, who knows?
Interesting. Okay.
It is just, this house is the worst one ever. I leave my doors open all the time in Moscow. My back door is always open.
Yeah, but even then you complained about the bugs.
I don't think so. I don't remember complaining.
I remember you complaining a little bit about the bugs leaving the door open in Moscow. So my whole thing of why I can't have my French doors and windows is because of the bug situation.
Tell you what, you can have your French
why
doors.
It's unrealistic.
You can have your French doors if I have the grandma metal and glass sliding door. Like, you know what I'm talking about? The one like I had on the back of my apartment in Moscow.
You're gonna ruin my French style doors and windows with a grandma sliding door?
You can have your French whatever doors if I get to have my door somewhere else. I told you from the time we met that it was a mandatory that I have one of those door styles because it reminds me of visiting my grandparents when I was a kid. I've told you this many times.
Again, you're gonna ruin my French
How is it ruining your doors? The doors are in different parts of the house.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, we can have two different styles.
How is it ruining your doors?
It's not. You can never ruin anything. Moving on.
Get off my podcast.
My mom will completely understand the French doors. I think my mom loves French doors too.
I'm not saying against it. I think you want me to be against it so that you can sit here and say I'm against it, but I'm not against it.
Okay. I just thought you'd be more against the bug aspect. Like, I really did. Like, I thought you would be like, absolutely no.
Okay, well, anyways, my next one is a home theater.
Ooh, home theaters are so nice.
About as unrealistic as possible in our life. But damn, would a home theater be sick as hell.
The guy I dated in high school had a home theater.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh my god.
Why don't you go marry him? But anyways,
home theaters are so cool. It was so cool.
Huh. So cool.
Shut the fuck up. You're so annoying.
Interesting. Go on. Fourth one.
The thing is about your home theater is that I would have to watch Tropic Thunder on a big screen, and I don't want to do that.
No, I would invite my friends over to watch Tropic Thunder. People who appreciate a masterpiece of film.
But then I could also watch my Barbie movies. Rachel and I could watch the Barbie movies.
Yeah,
on a
those
big
Barbie
screen.
movies are not made to be on a screen that big. It would not look good. But go on.
Okay, my next one. Is it my turn?
Okay.
Okay.
I said, what's your next one?
Okay, another thing that I know that I would absolutely love,
Uh-huh.
but I know after living here, I know it's just not, I can't do it. I really love the idea of like really big windows with a lot of natural light and everything just being bright.
So
I didn't realize how much heat windows let in until we lived here. And we had to specifically buy blackout curtains to keep the heat out. I would die if we had huge windows with all that natural light because our house would be so freaking hot.
Well, we do live in an actual, like, classified desert.
Are you saying we're going to move out of said classified
No,
desert?
I'm saying, like, yeah, like, those big windows, yeah, obviously
Exactly.
in a desert environment.
Exactly. So, like, I've always wanted a house that has so many windows, like, big, cute windows that, like, just let so much light in. But after this summer, I want no big windows. It's been so miserable living with all the sunlight coming in, and it's, like, just baking us in the inside. It's been miserable. So, a dream was crushed this summer, in case anybody was wondering.
Oh, that's sad. Wow. Okay, well, moving on. My last one. Common theme, I think, throughout most of these things, and I think if you know me at all, this one makes sense. I want a nice, built-in, large, outdoor kitchen.
What a good one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, before I move on, how many of yours were rooms? Because you specifically told me rooms. Did you have any rooms? No, you said rooms.
Oh, I didn't realize I said rooms. I meant just like things in houses that were unrealistic.
Man, this list would have been totally different if it was just like unrealistic things.
Well, maybe we do part 2 a different time, and I can
You do
what
rooms,
I'll
and
do
I'll
rooms,
do
and you can do things.
Okay. Well, anyways, outdoor kitchen. If you know me at all, or have a listener to this podcast, God, I love being a host. Mm-hmm. I will always choose to be the host and have a social gathering or a dinner or a game night, whatever it is, with as many people as possible. So, an outdoor kitchen would be perfect for me. I would love it so much.
Outdoor kitchen, you can do like the pool with like the swim up bar.
All right. Yeah. Unrealistic, but okay. And what's your last one?
My last one, I saved this for last because it's the most unrealistic for us.
Okay.
With our hobbies, we want at least one room for our hobbies.
Yeah, like
But with 2 kids, we cannot afford a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Unrealistic for us.
That's why you need like an outdoor like shed or something big like that.
Know. But like,
have you ever watched?
Our dream would be to have a 4-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms, and that's just so unrealistic because of just how expensive they are. I thought you'd get more of a kick out of that one, but okay.
Have you seen Cheaper by the Dozen?
Mm-mm.
Damn. Okay. Well, I was going to draw a parallel to in that movie, and I think it's actually the remake. But the mom, so they each come with like 5 or 6 kids. And they like end up getting married or whatever, and they combine their households. It's crazy. He's military, she's artsy fartsy, and she has like a workshop basically. That's kind of barn-ish, and it's just like her arts and crafts workshop where she's a fashion designer, blah blah blah, I think. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was envisioning, but you haven't seen that movie, so I can't share it. So, anyways, anything else to add to that?
No. Oh, okay. I do have something to add to it was last week. I was talking about my book, my Quicksilver book. Well,
Did you talk about it?
last week, I don't know.
I don't think you did.
I think I mentioned it on the podcast at least one time when I ordered it. Because I remember talking about how I ordered the wrong one, because then when I called my mom later that week and I was talking about it, she was like, oh yeah, I remember hearing that on there. So,
okay.
Anyways, that's how I know, and I keep track of what I said when I go to tell my mom, and she was like, oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Anyways, well, it came. My book came. But it was damaged, so that was really stupid. It came it came this week, the week that I didn't feel good, and I was like, oh, perfect. It'll come this week, it'll be a little pick-me-up in this crappy week I've been having. It was such a bad week. Such a bad week. Didn't feel good. Such a bad week. My book came. Just want to really reiterate it. It was such a bad week. My book came, and I was so excited. I was like, my pick-me-up that I needed. I'm so excited for this. It's like the limited edition, like going to be such a cool book. It's got artwork. And I flipped to the back and I was like, okay, artwork looks great. Flip to the front. The artwork was stuck to like the hardcover. And so like when I tried to like undo it, it like started to rip the corner. And then I also saw that one of like the other page, because it's like the double page, one of the corners was like cut. So the artwork was all screwed up in this book, and I was so sad. I like immediately texted Michael, and I was like, my book came damaged. Like, I'm so upset about this book. Came damaged. And he was like, well, just contact Barnes & Noble right now. Like, don't wait. Do it right now. And so I did. I sent them a picture and a video, and I said, hey, my book came damaged. Can I please have, like, a refund or replacement? Give me something, please. I'm gonna crash out if you don't do something about my book. And the next day, they emailed me back and said, oh, I've already put in a request for a free book. It should be here sometime next week. And I was so freaking happy. So.
Basic customer service. See? Told you.
Anyway, so next week, I'll let you know if my book came damaged again.
So. Well, plug time. What do you got?
Oh, you do yours. I'll think, because I don't know if I didn't think of a plug.
Well, I am actually recommending, I believe, your number one favorite movie series of all time, Tremors. Oh. What do you think I was going to recommend?
I'll recommend what I thought you were going to recommend.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Finish. Is that all? Tremors?
Yeah, Tremors.
I hate that movie with a burning passion. My, middle school me is so traumatized by that movie. Rachel and our other friend were so scared of that movie. We, hid on her bed and would not leave the bed until the next day when it was light outside. And if we had to go to pee, we'd make everybody go. We were like, well, if we die, we're all going to die together here. Nobody's surviving. So, traumatized from that movie.
Dramatic is how I would describe it.
I was a middle school girl. What else did you want from me?
Well, anyways, Tremors is one of the earliest cult classic or weird movies that I watched. I would define it as a cult film. And I've just always loved it. It's very entertaining, which is what a movie should be. And the progression of the evolutionary progression of the monsters throughout all the different movies is fantastic. It's just a great film. Series, and I just want to recommend it to everyone because I think everyone should give it an adult shot. Faith,
no,
I think you would hate it, but you wouldn't be scared of it anymore.
I've put that movie in the same box as Coraline, where I watched them as a kid, was traumatized, and I will never watch them again. And they're going to stay in that box. Hate Coraline with a burning passion.
Okay, so what are you recommending?
Okay, I know you said series, and this doesn't quite fall into that, but this is what I first thought of. I thought you were going to say Clue. So my recommendation is Clue. Like the 1970s, I think it was. Clue. So good. I love that movie so much.
Hilarious that you thought I was going to go there.
I know. I don't know why I thought you were going to say that, but I love that movie so much. It is so fun.
Okay.
I think it's great. I was also really obsessed with that board game when I was little. Played it a lot. But I don't know.
Who didn't?
I know. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Especially because later, I think for Christmas, my birthday one year, my mom got me the newer one where, the board flipped. Mm-hmm. So you had, the house and then, the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. loved. I think she got me that because she was really sick of just playing one version of it.
Probably.
But I don't know. I love that movie. I think it's so fun. It's so fun.
Have you played my Harry Potter version?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I've been wanting to, but I don't think we've actually. Because when we play board games, we're not like, oh yeah, let's play Clue. You know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you kind of need more than 2 people.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to find more than 2 people who want to play a Harry Potter version of Clue.
Yeah. Very niche.
Yeah. Well, that wraps us up. I don't have anything else to share, so I guess I'll just see you next week. Faith, I'll see you next week. You can go now.
Okay.
Bye.